Welcome to Teen Up. I'm Isabella.
And I'm Glenn. So welcome back to our college series. Today we are going to talk about extracurriculars.
That's right. Extracurriculars are super important for the college application process. It shows if you have put efforts into your interests and starting to develop your hobbies and stuff.
It kind of just shows college what kind of person you are and what you like and what's your interest.
Yeah, and it sort of also shows what qualities you have. Maybe you have orchestra and it might show that you're a more patient person. I don't know how that relates, but maybe it shows your different qualities and stuff.
So for us, I think the biggest thing would be our podcast.
Right, and this YouTube channel and our overall Teen Up brand is super important. So we sort of started this extracurricular to try to, influence the people around us and then share our beliefs and thoughts on different topics. And we started off with the podcast and then expanded into YouTube and Instagram and all of that. And
yeah, and we just like talking.
Yes, we do like talking. Another important extracurricular for us specifically is that our high school holds a drama contest, an English drama contest. For our sophomore and junior year, we would participate in that contest as a whole class.
It's the biggest event of the year.
Yeah, it's kind of not really prom. It's that big, but definitely doing different things. But yeah, the importance, the value of this event is the same as prom. We spend a lot of time on doing that as well, and we try to get the bigger roles in this contest in order, to make our impact.
Yeah, and I just feel it's pretty good to kind of participate in this. I mean, I personally am passionate about it. I mean, some people are not. It's okay, everybody's different.
Yeah, okay, so I personally, for the first year, I did the manager organized the thing for our class. And then the second year, I still did the same job and took the supporting actress role. It was really an interesting experience, and I suppose that it could be a good topic for our college essays as well. It's just that I haven't been able to incorporate this topic into my essays because of I don't want things to sound too cliche, and I don't know just how to make it interesting. Although it was a very interesting part of my high school life.
Yeah, I feel the same. I personally hate cliche things, and I don't want things to be too flowery and too pretentious. I just want it to be real and be true to me. What I write has to be something that I actually like or I actually do, and it wouldn't be something that's just a good story. It has to mean something to me, even though it's something that's kind of boring or it's kind of mundane or kind of small, say drinking water. I mean, I didn't write about that. Maybe I will. Who knows? But it's small things that actually matters to me. I think a drama contest definitely matters to me, but it was I just didn't know how to do it without being a little bit boring.
Yeah.
Because it's such a typical event. It's not really special. It, in a way, presents a part of me, but it's such a typical event that I just don't feel it's gonna make me stand out.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and sort of I wouldn't say everyone in our class had the same experience. It's just looking at our class, if everyone wrote about this, I know I wouldn't stand out unless I had some really interesting way of narrating this story and telling this story, or else basically I don't know how this would become a very good essay. Another big thing, not really big thing, another extracurricular that I had was Cicero debate. Yeah, I tried out for this debate thing, and then we went and had competition and learned a lot about debating. But still, this extracurricular I don't think really stood out to myself. I don't think I have learned anything in particular that made me different or made me feel I have grown a little bit. Yeah, so I'm still thinking if that should be one of my topic for essays, but it is sure going to be in my extracurricular list.
Didn't you do some kind of internship?
Oh, right, I did. One of them I wouldn't say is an internship. It was just trying out the whole, business space. I went to my dad's company for a little bit to, see what it was like to maybe do some computer science, and it really wasn't for me. That one was really a little bit boring, but it was an interesting to try out, you know. Like, I learned that I'm totally not into computer science.
I mean, that's nice. You know that you don't like it, so you wouldn't waste time in the future.
Yeah, and it was just like a really quick thing, like a 2-week thing. Yeah, it was really convenient and a good experience overall. The people there were really nice to me. I just didn't like what we were doing. And another internship that I had, which was a little bit more interesting, was I went to like a biochemistry lab to do some experiments. I only did one, but the time that I spent there was too short. I couldn't really finish the whole experiment. It was about like coffee beans. Yeah, I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but it was a really simple experiment, but it got me like really interested into doing experiments and being in a lab and, you know, just doing these type of putting different things together and watch it explode and stuff like that. Yeah, I really liked that part. What about you, Glenn? Do you have any internships?
Yeah, I did do an internship at a recording studio, which is cool, but it's not like all flashy and all like, it is like the most basic work. But I did kind of like learn things here and there, of course, about recording, and I definitely improved our quality after that in a way. Kind of.
Right. Yeah.
Because I did see how other people record vocals, like the professionals, and you know, I kind of help them set up things, and I definitely do some intern job, like getting coffee and cleaning, like the intern things that everybody would expect. I definitely did that. But you know, overall, it was fun experience, and it was like a way to see what actual work looked like, you know?
Yeah, internships are really interesting.
We don't really get the experience to have colleagues at school, you know? And it's like a different relationship that you kind of need to learn how to talk to people at work, or you need to learn to be on time. So important. On time, and you just kind of need to do your own task. There isn't like a teacher or a parent or whatever to just like help you when you mess things up. For example, if you spilled coffee, you'll need to like apologize and stuff. There isn't like somebody here's, oh, go sit down and, you know, I'll just clean it up for you. It's not like that. And I think it's very great experience to have.
Right. It is a totally different environment than being at school. I guess that's what all like internships all about. And so you said like the recording internship isn't like all flashy and stuff, but I guess it's super important to have internships because it helps us figure out what we want to do in the future and what we don't want to do in the future. And it really shows us like sort of in depth of what this profession does overall. And yeah, just testing out if we like the environment at all.
So I think one other thing that's very important is to utilize our summertime. I mean, especially for us, since we don't really have time for extracurriculars other than summer.
Right.
So we kind of need to cramp everything in summer, or we'll just have nothing.
That is true. There are also like a lot of summer camps that I think I went to like 2 or 3 summer camps. Yeah, there are just a lot of different types, like a lot of like business and management classes that colleges would open, or like engineering classes. And like those camps are sometimes like really useful because they also talk deeper into the things that you think that you are interested in. Like I personally went to a management camp and we learned how to do some managing of like a store and how to promote or how to sell an item. And we also went to like a farmer's market to help the farmers sell their things. And it was overall an interesting experience. But after that, I realized I didn't really like managing as much as I thought I would. I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't like my first go-to.
And I think some of the courses you can kind of actually see what college classes are like, and you just have that kind of experience and you'll be more prepared when you actually go into college, because some of the classes has really heavy workload. Like, no kidding. Like this summer I went to this college course. I had to do like 5 to 8 hours of homework every week. And I mean, parts of it could be because it's more of a sophomore class instead of a freshman course. So it's a little bit harder, but also it is just a heavier workload class.
Did you like overall learned anything about like this course?
I mean, of course, I learned more about engineering and stuff. It was like a pretty good class, I would say. You kind of look into many different parts of engineering and you just kind of learn a little bit about it. It's using like a very simple way to teach it. Anyways, it's a very interesting class.
That's nice. So that is pretty much all the extracurriculars that we have done throughout our high school years. It's not the end yet. Maybe we're gonna do something interesting in the future. But yeah, that's about it for now. Remember to listen to our podcast, also called Teen Up, and we upload a new episode every Thursday.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell next to it. And remember to check out our Instagram and podcast. They are both at teenup.podcast.
And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.